Hey guys, what's up? This is MurderBoy16, and I am doing a review on a shop vac that I found in the trash. So pretty much what happened here was me and my friend Julia, who was here earlier, but you didn't get to see her. Pretty much we were just driving around having fun, and she was showing me a bunch of cruddy houses in a neighborhood or whatever. So we were able to, we looked around and we saw a bunch of trash, and she was like, people throw out good trash here all the time. Do you want to go look around and see if we can find something? So we looked around, and like at the third house that we checked, we found a box with a shop vac picture on it. I thought it was just a crappy old, like, 1994 shop vac, but it was actually a more modern name. So I took a look at it, and I thought, oh, well, it might be worth taking home and seeing what there might be. I thought it was just personally, I thought it was just a bunch of, I thought it was just the vacuum and the hose and a couple of parts like the wheels and stuff like that. But it turned out to be a once used vacuum. Like, it was only used once, and it is brand new, pretty much, and it had everything, including the card you can fill out to get replacement parts and filters and subscription to their magazines. It came with its owner's manual, and it came with a filter information card or whatever like that, or whatever. So it just has its standard filter here, but you can get like incredibly advanced filters. So it can pick up pretty much everything. It's a the filter it has is not very it's not very efficient for picking stuff up, but you can get other filters for this, and this is a really new brand, so, or this is a really heavily expressed brand, so you can get parts for these anywhere pretty much. And they sell these mainly at Home Depot, Lowe's, and one other hardware store. I think even Fry's. I'm not really sure, but they sell them at Home Depot and Lowe's. I know that. And maybe Sam's Club as well. But this vac that I have here, it's pretty much brand new. Literally still has some of its stickers on it that it has whenever they're brand new, like the warning stickers and labeling stickers and stuff like that. This vacuum, this shop vac, has pump out, which is really cool. I've been wanting one with pump out because of the fact that sometimes I have spills in my in the garage or whatever while I'm working on cleaning stuff or whatever, and it's really annoying because I can't clean it up with my Dirt Devil or any of my other vacuums that I've got, because they get it sucked up into their filters and their motors and all that stuff, and it destroys them. But this, it has a pump out feature, which means it has a plastic prop inside there, so it does not rust, and it spits out the debris or the air out of this, which is more efficient than shooting it out of the sides, because that'll spread all the debris everywhere. This just shoots it out the side, and you can put a hose on here to be able to pump out the dust or whatever that might go through the filter. Although this filter in it is actually pretty good. I mean, it works okay. It's not like crap or anything like that. So I have used it, and I have tested it out. It is amazing. It's actually really, it's not that loud for its size. But what its size is it is a 6-gallon, 3.5 horsepower engine. And I know what you're thinking, that's probably really tiny for something with a pump out capability, but it's a high efficiency engine, so you don't need a ton of horsepower to be able to get this thing to spit out a ton of air and be able to suck up a ton of stuff. And it's more eco-friendly than others. It's I think it pulls 9 amps, so it's not a super heavy duty. I mean, it's not a super how do you say it? It's not a super guzzler of electricity, so it's pretty efficient, and it's pretty quiet too. I mean, it's loud. It's louder than a conventional vacuum, but it is nowhere near as loud as some shop vacs. So it's pretty decent. It came with all the tools. It has a flat crevice type tool here, the main cleaner head, which is for like floors or carpeting and stuff like that, and it has like some kind of a squeegee that you can use on a window or tiles or in crevices and stuff like that, and it gets it pretty easily. And it has its hose connector here, which you can use to make it longer and be able to hold it easier. What else do I have to say about it? I have used it to test it, and it works beautifully. It's quiet, cleans effectively. And you can see all the crap I picked up. And yes, I picked up a belt from it. That's not a belt. That's an outer vibration dampener for a vacuum engine. Picked up tons of dust and other debris that have been in my room. So it's a pretty good vacuum. Some stuff on the outer side of it. I'll just pick that up with the cleaner head. Actually, I'll show you. And one thing that I didn't do for this that most vacuums that are shop vacs don't do is it has I took apart a Hoover vacuum, which is known for their 2 to 3 speed motor capabilities because of the special circuitry that they use. So I put its circuitry in this and then just made basically a wall outlet for it. So I'm able to adjust the speed from low to high, to low to medium, and then to high, which is just bypassing all of them. So low and high. This thing is really good on low. Like, it's quiet and it picks up just fine on low. It's just not able to pick up screws and stuff because they're a bit heavy, but on low it's nice and quiet, picks up almost everything except for metal and screws. And it's really efficient too. So I mean, this is a vacuum that doesn't make that really high-pitched whirring noise when it's running, and it sounds really like a really good sound to it. It has a nice brushless sound to it, even though it is actually, I'm not really sure if this is brushless or not, but it takes a minute to, it starts up immediately, so it probably is a brushed motor, but you can see the fan in there, the engine. And even though it looks like it's rusted, I don't think that's rust. I mean, it might be, I'm not sure, but it works flawlessly. It's nice and quiet, no squeaking, no bantering out of the engine. The heat emission from the motor is nice and comfortable, not too hot, not too cool, and it's a nice calm sound. So I'm gonna just plug in the hose and turn it on for you, and let you guys hear for yourself, and then I'll do a demonstration of the capability of its sucking. So here's it on its lowest speed with my voltage regulator that I have there from the Hoover. So here's this on the lowest speed. Pretty nice and quiet. I mean, you can hear it. It is almost as loud as a regular upright, if not a little bit louder maybe. And then if I go over here, shut this off first. You heard the way it shuts down. That means it has the reason it vibrates when it shuts down is because it actually has a very well, the reason it sounds like that whenever it shuts down is because it has a very smooth bearing system in it. So it allows for a little bit of vibration, which helps to prolong the life of the bearings inside of it. So switch it over to medium speed and then demonstrate that. It is a little bit louder than, it is louder, and this is like your highest end commercial uprights, this sound level. Spits out a good amount of air. Suction power is pretty good. It's able to pick up screws. It's able to pick up screws and small bits of metal, like small screws and bolts and stuff like that with this speed. And even water. on the first level, it would put some strain on the motor to try to pick up water on the lowest level. So that was the medium speed. Now I'm just going to bypass its. I'm going to put it onto full power. This is just straight from the outlet. No regulator. This is straight from the outlet speed here, and this is it at full power. Again, not too quiet, but not too loud either. I've heard a lot louder vacuums, and they did not perform nearly as good as this vacuum does. So, it's a very good vacuum. So, I'm going to put it back onto its low speed, because that's a nice quiet speed for using it indoors, and it picks up quite effectively. So, hang on a second while I open this up and dump it on the ground. There we go. Okay, so I dumped the contents of it on the ground, spread it out a little bit, just to give you a bit of a demonstration. That's just some dust I pulled out of a Hoover, out of the old Hoover before I got rid of it. Some bits of sandpaper, some of these little crappy toothbrushes. So we're going to see how much of it it can actually pick up on its lowest speed setting. So, low speed here. Alright. Sorry about that. So it picked up all of that stuff on low speed. So that just comes to show this is a high efficiency shop vac, and it is a very good build. So honestly, though they sell these at Home Depot, and they come in I think like 4 or 5 different sizes. There's a 2-gallon, which is really tiny, and it's just basically meant for small spills that are a bit too hard for a regular vacuum to pick up. And then there's a 4-gallon, which is a light-duty shop vac. And then there's this 6-gallon, which is a medium-duty. And then there's an 8-gallon, which is a heavy-duty, like incredibly heavy-duty, like full-out construction work. This one can be used in both home use and commercial use. It is designed to be used for water as well as just dry debris. So this is a pretty good unit, and this goes for about $150 at Home Depot or something like that. I'm not really sure if it's $150 or $200, but it goes for a pretty decent price. So I got this for free. I'm very glad I did get it for free. I think Rigid makes a good brand, although I don't know them very well, but just based off of my first impressions, their vacuum is amazing. I really do not understand why the people threw this out. It is in great condition. It's beautiful. The orange and the gray go beautifully together, and lets you know it's a construction-capable vac, or a demolition-capable vac. So it's a very good unit. So I highly recommend this to people who want to get a good vacuum that's not too loud, and it's able to do pretty much anything, or pick up pretty much anything that would be too much of a pain to have to pick up on your own. So Anyway, I just wanted to do a review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys later. Stay cool, YouTube. Bye.